Welcome to Ravenloft, land of the mists, where evil hides beneath every bed, crawls from every shallow grave, and lurks within every shadow.
I'm your Game Master. Joining me this evening is the Paladin and Champion of Tamora, Horrocks Van Buzen. Welcome, Horrocks.
Thank you, Dungeon Master.
And welcome back to the fold, the young Paladin and Tamora's Fate Maker, Hrodland Gluck.
Yay!
Mr.
How are
Hrodland,
you?
good to see you again.
Good to see you.
The answer to Horrocks' prayers, Hrodland, the Fate Maker, the Inquisitor.
So you have finally reached Lekar. Hrodland, you've been tasked with guarding the twins and Father Dominic and recovering after your brutal battle with both the Griffins and the Phantoms within the cabin. And Donovan, Stanislaus, and Horrocks had, at sunset, had set out for the city of Lekar, which was just a couple of miles from the abandoned barn where you're staying.
And I my apologies, because I didn't think to ask. I don't know how much time has passed. I don't know where we're at. So as far as hit points,
It's been 2 days. Well, a day's travel, one night, which means the second day. And then, so you've been able to get, roll 2d4 and add 2, as well as you've also received some healing. Where are you at as far as your current hit points works?
I'm sorry, 2d4 you said?
Yep.
+2.
+2.
I can't see them.
That's 5 total.
I'm at 83.
Okay.
Where's that put you at, Hrodland?
I don't know. My character sheet.
I had you at, I think, 50?
Well, I don't. If where's the icon?
Oh, do I have a token?
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
I had a token it.
I'll throw it in there.
Let me check your. There's no token on this page, but there will be shortly. Let me find the token. That's actually, Hrodland, you were at 38 hit points, so that puts you
43.
43. And Horrocks, you were at 39, but you were healed by Father Dominic in the meantime.
Did you just just change it or something?
I'm changing it on your token, yeah, just so you know.
Okay, all right.
So, plus, he did cast some healing magic on you as well. So you're at 40. You are currently at 63 hit points, Hrodland.
Okay.
And what were you at, Orcs? 83, you said?
Yeah.
It's fun. Every screen that we go onto, you have to enter in for the token over again. Kind of sucks, but okay. So with that, Horrocks, you have left the Beglitsky residence leaving the family to mourn the death of their daughter in the hovel tucked beside the foul-smelling tannery where Matthias worked, and have set off with Donovan and Stanislaus to find the burrow. The Beglitzi house was located just here, and you left the body of their daughter. Stanislaus had left her wrapped on the table there. The family is prepared to leave when you return, and from there, you went out into the maze. The hovels located in the laborers' quarter are buildings that are roughly constructed, poorly maintained. The streets are full of potholes, spotted with horse dung and refuse. The smell is enough to make your eyes water at time. Even with some of the cold weather that remained, it seemed a little less repugnant. But you can imagine at the height of the summer, the smells that would be issuing forth from this area. You walk along, blessed, lucky to have moonlight and starlight to assist, as well as the occasional outdoor fire. Although any homeless or people that find shelter in these abandoned homes disappear long before you come into view, as if they're always ever aware of the presence of Vlad's soldiers traveling throughout the city. Although you've noticed that there's not as many. You've seen lanterns in the distance, and immediately Stanislaus, without even allowing them to get any closer, would detour. And it's only after about 20 minutes of detouring once through this slum located in western Lekar, you finally come upon a building. Stanislaus stops, Donovan at your rear, following closely, keeping eyes up and aware based on your earlier observation of being watched. Stops at a corner and then turns, kind of ducks back as if to avoid being seen. There, this is the building around the corner, there. And he points, allowing you to look, Horrocks.
I will look.
You duck your head from in between the narrow alley between these two, well, you assume residences, as the windows are shuttered, and can see, in fact, a dimly lit lantern on a sill just inside a window on the top floor of what is probably a home. The mortar has fallen away from many of the cracks between the stone that makes up the front wall. Years of dirt have accumulated, especially along the lower portion of this structure. There was probably at one point this building was completely covered in a stucco finish, but it's almost all fallen away. Water and time working it loose from the stone. At that point, you see a figure, Horrocks, from an alley beside this structure, come out, step into the street, like pull a cloak around themselves. It's a man. You can see he's wearing a rounded top hat. The hat has a rounded top.
And he just walked out?
Yeah, you can see he steps out of the alleyway, looks in both directions, and then turns and starts walking in the opposite direction from where you're standing.
Are we hidden from him?
Yeah, you don't think he saw you.
Any other details about this? I could tell it was a man.
Yeah, it was a man.
What color cloak?
He
Can I tell the
you could
color, or
see
is it
he no, from here it was black, gray, dark blue. It was hard to tell. It was not that he wasn't carrying a light. The only light source he had, you could see, was the pipe that was clenched in his mouth. It glowed orange once before he exhaled a large cloud of smoke, and then immediately, quickly walked off down the street. Yeah.
I smoke a pipe. Can I tell if it's like a? Does it smell like dirt, or does it smell like my pipe tobacco? Does it smell like?
Roll a wisdom check.
You know, if it was like a spicy one, I might be able to tell. Yeah, wisdom check's the way to go. That's for show. I'm gonna click on my sheet. I'm a big dork. Modifier 0. Submit. Ooh, nice roll. Horrocks attempts a feat of wisdom. 15. I don't know why it says there's less than 14. Not sure what that's about.
You don't recognize the blend of tobacco, Horrocks, although you would guess that it's cheap. Certainly nothing like the rich, almost perfume-like aroma of the tobacco that you've smoked with Rudolph and Mordenshire. And within an instant, he vanishes into this maze.
And I don't think he saw us.
No.
Are there any other people? If I look everywhere else, like, wait, am I somewhere particular on this map that I'm aware of?
No, this is the area back where you were at, but this area is just as maze-like. Like, you have no idea.
Well, here, let me roll a direction sense just to get that in there.
You could to tell which part of the laborers' quarter you could do that. Yeah. Only because the the moon and the stars haven't moved.
Is this is this kind of like the map kind of smoky colored?
Well, there's snow on the ground.
All right.
And there are clouds, there is in several areas. There are the sparse lights outside, like lanterns and stuff.
It's just
like
there's something goofy
here.
with.
I was thinking of the direction sense more in terms of like knowing how to get back.
Yeah, I know. I follow what you were doing.
Keeping a general, but I don't have to.
No, you're good. Roll. Yeah, that's what you have the skill for.
And Jim, you changed your dye color to white. I see.
I think it's been that way.
I don't remember. No. I had a dark background that I guess helped me pick out the smaller text and stuff, but it was actually eliminating some text, so I couldn't. I just changed it back, and it looked inverted. I just wanted to make sure it's all. I'm seeing what I'm supposed to be seeing.
Yeah. Go ahead. Roll your check. Works. It's a wisdom check.
I think that's a wisdom check too.
It is.
Yeah.
It's wisdom.
Ooh, dice is moving. 14.
Yeah. You've roughly gone from where you were at. You've gone sort of northwest from where you were. With some time, you're confident you could probably find your way back to at least the general area, and probably eventually, because of the smell, the tannery itself. Stanislaus looks at you. I must wait here. They will not allow you entrance if you are with me. The two of you should go.
Whoa, where?
There. He points to the alleyway where you saw the man come out of.
Okay, we'll do it. Sticking as close to any shadows and moving as quietly as I possibly can.
All right, Horrocks. You and Donovan move along, staying first the left, then the right side of this narrow alleyway before reaching what you realize now. This is the back, probably, of this structure. But as soon as you round the corner, it's essentially a 5-foot alley that this man came out of, you can see that the alley ends about 10 feet down in a stairway, a stone stairway that leads down. And there is light that comes from thick cracks around a large door at the bottom of this stairway.
Wait, is this the basement of the building with the candle on the 3rd floor?
Yes.
Oh. What was Stanislaus saying he needed to go do that we shouldn't be with him? Oh, they wouldn't like seeing him there.
He's dressed as a Talon. Yeah.
Yeah. Got it. All right. Well.
Go ahead, lead the way. The first round's on me, Donovan says quietly to the back of your head.
All right, I'll go.
You get to the bottom of the stairs, Horrocks, and you see that there's a door. It's on your right. The door actually isn't straight ahead. It's on your
door. That's odd.
On your right.
What would there be a door here for?
Above the door, you can see that there is a small window, and some of the light that's coming is coming through the fogged glass at the top of this, probably to allow a little bit of extra light into this room. But from here, you can see that there's actually light inside of it. The door's closed, and you don't really hear anything. Not just standing in front of it, anyway.
Donovan, have a listen.
Yeah, there's people in there. It's quiet, though.
Should I give the shaving a haircut 2 bits? No. Well, no, I'll pause. Wait, I'll go. And I'll wait for them to reply with.
There is no knock back. You knock, Horrocks, and a moment later you hear something slide on the other side of the door. A bolt, a deadbolt, or a bar. The door opens. A man in a black hat.
Wish you can draw things. Skin.
A blue coat.
Oh, nice. I thought they were barricading the door. I'm glad the door opened.
A man in a black hat and a blue coat hangs low, girded at his waist with a belt. Opens. His hair is shoulder length, brown, hangs down. His face has a short beard that's unkept. You can see he opens the door and looks at you. And inside, even behind him, Horrocks, you can see there's people milling about. This doesn't look like a tavern. It looks like someone's basement, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll say I'm peaceful. I'm a friend. I need help. I'll turn on the charisma, of course. You know, I do have a fucking 17 charisma, so I'll keep a modest, I don't know, however you can portray modest with your posture. I'm certainly not like, I don't have my hand on the hilt of my sword and like giving him a opposite of the stern glare. I'm like soft, make my eyes soft, as if say a prayer. Actually, that's probably the move. As we make eye contact, say a prayer to Tamora that this meeting will go Tamora allow this meeting to go smoothly so that we may find the child, Martha.
Is your holy symbol exposed?
It is now.
I will expose my holy symbol.
No, I'm asking. That's just a question. Are you wearing it? Is it beneath your armor? How does Horrocks typically wear it?
Yes, on the outside of my armor as an identification.
Auslanda. He seems like he's waiting for a response.
Oh, he was talking to me. I thought he was calling someone. Oh,
It's a foreigner.
yes. I speak this language.
You can see he looks over your left shoulder at Donovan, who's standing there trying to look equally unintimidating, although wrapped in his long coat, trying his best to hide what weapons he's carrying.
I'll ask him, do you speak common?
Yes.
Common language.
Yes. You can see he steps back. Come in. And as he steps back, Horrocks.
As soon as he says come in, I'll
Yep. He steps
watch my foot go over the threshold.
He steps back and bids you enter.
Flop.
As soon as you enter, the sound of the wind blowing outside it's almost as if for a second you were only focused on him. It sounds like the wind is whistling through the open some of the open windows upstairs, and you look about this place, Horrocks, and this is like no tavern you've been in recently. This is something akin to things you've seen in war, where soldiers would essentially take over a house and turn it into a place to socialize, and that's exactly what this has been. You can see a bed, essentially what is a bedpan in one corner, men drunk and asleep on benches or tables, several milling about. A fireplace on one side provides some light, and it looks like there's a lantern hanging in the back where men are sitting around on crates and small boxes. It looks like all of them are either drinking from jugs or mugs. The man steps aside and points to his, when he shuts the door, he points towards essentially the left side of this image. All of these people look at you, Horrocks, as you filling the doorway, as you step through, and then in, he shuts the door. Zeh. He points towards a man that you can see. He has essentially what appears to be a dining room table set up in front of him. And on it, you can see that it looks like there's several small kegs, bottles on a shelf behind him. And he is standing, currently cleaning a mug.
Oh, nice. He's cool.
He is staring right at you, Horrocks. Without a doubt, you look at this man, and if you had to pick the most obvious dangerous person in the room, this man is heavily muscled, scarred, and is probably younger than his appearance lets on. Clearly, his nose has been broken many times. He stands almost glaring at you as you enter into.
I'll approach him.
Can we talk about this another time? And why are you not playing baseball?
I don't want to do anything anymore.
No, that's not good for you. That just make you.
This is foreigners. He says as you walk up. It seems like he's asking you this is the same question he was asking a moment ago. Foreigners. He's asking you, Horrocks.
I didn't hear you. I guess I can. There.
Farmers.
Yes, we are.
You can see he points at your sword.
I fight in the name of the goddess tomorrow. We do good.
The soldiers shall kill you for this offense. Be warned.
They have tried many times.
Beer, grog.
What?
Beer or grog.
Whatever's clearer.
Beer, you hear Donovan say. 2. He looks at Donovan. You can see he eyes him up, puts the mug back down. There, sit there. And he points over to a table right against the wall near where there's another group of men playing cards. It looks like the conversation has started up again now that it's apparent that whoever this man is, that he's allowed you, he's serving you at this point.
Well, I don't think I have wait, I gotta look back at my notes who my contact is. I'll say my name is Horrocks.
Hans.
And go ahead, what?
Hans.
Oh,
Hey,
Hans.
We don't want to send any trouble here. No trouble. He points at you, Horrocks, and then points back down at your sword again for a second time.
Oh, yeah. I don't, I'm looking for a child, actually. I don't want to cause trouble. I want to, rescue the child.
There are no children here.
There should be. I mean, maybe not here, but, okay, so you haven't seen a child. That's good information. Hold on, we must have, no.
Sit, I'll bring you your beer. There. He points again at the table.
Yeah, I'll go to the table. Thank you.
He doesn't respond. You can see he finishes cleaning the mug that he was just wiping and immediately begins to pour, lifting the back end of one of these small kegs.
Start taking note of people's mannerisms, like how they nod at each other, and how if I see someone like depart one of these little groups, do they shake hands? Do they bump chests? Little behavioral things I want to, because I'm going to try to ultimately, communicate to.
Well, you end up next to the table where you can see most of these folk. These are all common folk. You see none among them none of them are armed. None of them are carrying any obvious weapons as you walk past them. You certainly stand out. You can see it seems like many of them are looking at you, and as soon as you look towards them, they immediately avert their gaze and look back to where they were at. You walk past a man who is clearly face down on a bench. Another man nodded out against the mantle of where the small fire burns. You can see 3 men they seem happy, probably drunk. Certainly happier than you ever saw any of these people act in the streets of Lekar. These people, this is in private. The only one that doesn't avert its gaze from you is a small dog that looks at you almost as suspiciously as the others before tucking its head back down into its paws. You sit down. One of the men at the table, smoking a long pipe, sort of nods, makes brief eye contact, and then looks away.
I'll try to talk to that one, the one that makes the eye contact, and say, "Good day, sir. Good. Thank you for being welcoming."
Good nothing. Good evening.
I cannot find any note of me writing down what the contact's name.
Roll a wisdom check. Actually, yeah, roll. I'm gonna have you roll a wisdom check for that and for your other notices. You're looking at how these people interact and whatnot. So go ahead and roll a wisdom check. Other than the fact that these people are, you know, these conversations. This isn't like a jovial tavern. There's no music playing. It's quiet, so they don't have very many tells. These kind of remind you a bit of the villagers in Valakai. And it's only a moment later when the man walks up and the barkeep, who identified himself as Hans, walks up.
Wait, Hatherall. Is it Hatherall?
That's it, Donovan says. Hathrel. That was her name. The bartender steps up and drops 2 mugs on the table. They both spill a little bit onto what was clearly an end table in someone's house. You're essentially sitting in mismatched furniture in here.
I'll put up my hand like as if I want to ask a question of him before he walks away.
He stops and just stares at you with dark eyes.
I'll say quietly, like just to him, Hatherall?
He shakes his head.
Nothing?
So did you find this place?
How do we?
Yes.
When I arrived in the town. Oh, you're not going to believe that. I rescued a woman from the stake upon arriving in the town. I delivered that woman and her deceased daughter back to her barrow. And in talking to them and sharing information I was given, they directed me here. I'm rescuing that family.
No one knows this name. If they had to meet you here, I'm sure they will find you. You are not, you are obviously as Auslander, foreigner. I'm sure they will recognize you. If you haven't realized this already, you stand out amongst these folk.
Well, I'm here to rescue a child, so I have to do some risks are worth taking, and that's why I came in the evening, as to minimize. We were able to bypass a trap in one of the breaches of the wall.
Shh. Keep your secrets to yourself here. If this someone is someone you seek, if they seek you as well, they will find you here.
I don't think they are seeking me, as a matter of fact. I actually don't know. I would like to think so, but I don't know why they would be. Well, I guess if the elven vampire lady, I'll tell him, if the elven vampire lady maybe told them, then no, I won't say that.
Roll another wisdom check, Horrocks.
I mean, honestly, I'm not even expecting to find the child. I'm just. She told me the child was here. I have to try, but I can't imagine. Wait, what you told me to roll?
A wisdom check.
Would you rather me just roll from the like I did last time, just from the?
However you want to roll.
I do like using the funny thing. And I failed the last one. Let me see here. What do we got? Where's my damn? Attributes. I'm rolling a. What the hell am I rolling? What am I trying to do?
Wisdom.
Oh boy. I got nothing.
You got nothing. You got a big nothing. Okay. Do not know this person. If they see them, I will point them in your direction. He turns without waiting for a response and walks away. You can see the man with the pipe is like kind of out of the side of his eye, like looking at you as you've been talking to him, as if trying to eavesdrop on your conversation.
Have I already cast my spells for the day?
You cast your find, remove, or your find traps and your your cure light wounds. Or actually, you used your lay on hands to save the woman, so you still have your cure light wounds. I think you have what, 3 spells?
Oh yeah, I do have 3.
So he walks away.
I gotta start getting creative here.
And the door opens, Horrocks. Oh, you son of a bitch.
The door is opening.
Roll 20 is rough sometimes. There we go. Okay. The door opens, Horrocks. And another person walks in. And again, the place goes temporarily quiet as this individual steps inside and looks about the room, his hands, fingers touching in front of him, thumbs up. He is unique among the people as he steps in here.
Ooh, he don't look good.
You can see he has something of a dour, sour look on his face. A tall hat that he has to actually duck his head for it to fit through the door. Long, stringy gray or almost white hair hangs from beneath the hat. His face is smudged, covered in makeup. You've seen in Panamuso, much like the men and women of Panamuso that would wear wigs and such. You can see his face is painted white. Rouge, red rouge is smeared kind of sloppily on both of his cheeks. What was probably a fine, long green coat embroidered with gold trim barely covers what is obviously a firearm, Horrocks. It hangs within his coat. His pants are knee length, leggings end, and that's why he is clearly attempting to make himself look taller, and that the shoes he wears are meant to have heels meant to accentuate his height, adding to the tall hat on his head. He comes in, and you can see he scans the room quietly at the door. Everybody else immediately goes back to talking.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll act like I'm just going back to talking, and hopefully I have my hood. Damn. I guess I don't want to snap it up now. Just make sure all my gear is covered by my cloak.
You do your best to hide your sword and your armor, which is pretty difficult to do in this environment. Even with your cloak wrapped around you, the length of your sword and the bulk of your armor is pretty easy to discern up close. And you can see his eyesight does in fact stop and linger on you. And then you see a smile come across his face.
I'll smile. Smile back.
His hands drop to his side, and he immediately begins to walk towards you across the room.
Oh, okay.
Taking 5 steps before he is at the side of your table. Good Abend. Good evening. You are foreigners.
I'll repeat his Guten Abend. He'll know I'm trying.
You are foreigners.
Auslanders.
Yes?
Yes.
Ah, I knew this would be a good night. So much going on. May I sit? He points at a barrel that's kind of a foot off from the table.
I don't know. Oh, wait. Are you evil?
He cocks his head.
No,
I'm Ludwig. And
well,
he offers his hand.
I'll shake his hand. What's his grip like?
Appropriate.
I mean, like, is his skin super soft, or has he been working with them hands all his life? Or?
Oh no, his skin is soft. And you can see it's smudged. His fingernails are smudged with the makeup that's on his face, both the rouge and the white paint. He immediately grabs this after shaking your hand. He offers his hand to Donovan as well. So as I am Ludwig, and you are
Horrocks.
Horrocks. You can see Donovan looks at you and then looks at him. Tobias. Oh, is this? You can see he pulls the barrel up and takes his hat off. You can see his hair is parted in the center, and the white hair drapes down over, covering both his ears. A moment later, you can see in what appears to be one of the mismatched smaller glasses. It looks like it was probably meant to drink some sort of liqueur. Is laid in front of him. Thank you, Hans. Thank you. You can see Hans just nods at him and walks away. Oh, this is exciting.
Pay attention to Hans's expression on his face.
He didn't even, from what you saw, this man didn't even order a drink. It was brought over to the table and put in front of him. Hans just gave him the same sort of expressionless stare that he gave to you and Donovan.
Okay.
Oh, this is so... Someone from outside. This is, Horrocks. This is a name I've heard before. Where have I heard this name? Oh... I'm not sure. See, it will come to me. So, obviously, you know how I know you are foreigners.
I'll just motion towards what I look like.
Yes. Oh, I knew you were either brave or stupid, or foreigners, to dress in such a way and carry a sword. I too like to live dangerously here. You can see he pulls his coat to his side again, showing the pistol that's holstered at his hip. It's so nice to meet someone new for a change here.
And there's other people sitting with us here at this table, right?
No, you're like kind of next to their table. They're like two tables that are close together, but you can see they just continue with their card game in quiet conversation.
When I look over at them, do I catch either, like the guy who caught my eye before, is he like paying attention to us, or is he like purposefully not paying attention?
No,
he
appears to be purposely not paying attention to you.
Oh, okay, that's not good. Yeah, this guy's dangerous. I can tell. I would cast no alignment. I think I have that.
Why?
I would
Because
cast that if I thought it would work, because I'm pretty sure this fucker's evil.
is it because of his high heels?
No, it's you know what actor? No, it's who's the guy that does the awesome Austrian evil accent? He was in a couple of Quentin Tarantino movies.
Yeah, the guy from Inglourious Bastards, and yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yes.
talking about?
Yes.
That's him.
Yes.
That's him being fucking evil.
So tell me, what brings you to the city of Lekar?
Oh, we like to kill evil people. No, I will say, battling evil.
Ooh, so brave. You are brave. You realize the soldiers, they will cut off your feet. Or is one of them. Look for the men with the peg legs. You will see them in the streets. Those brave enough to carry so much as a knife. That sword may cost you both of your feet. Be very careful. Wouldn't recommend doing that by the light of day. Did you come in on one of the ships?
I'd rather not say, if that's all right.
This is your choice. I'm only trying to be welcoming, and it is so rare I get to speak to anyone aside from these
No
same.
disrespect intended.
I rarely get to speak to anyone besides these same folk, and they're so boring. So,
Listen.
wait,
Sir, Hans. Wait, no, it's not Hans. What's his name?
Ludwig, is it, there's a slight, Pontamuso accent, just slight. Have you lived there? I've been there.
Ludwig, please listen to me. I'd be happy to exchange all the niceties and tell you all about my travels once we become more friendly, if you are willing. I do need help while I'm here in the city.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I am a man of some renown here in the city. Well, at least in the laborers' quarters. What is it you seek? Perhaps I can help. You can see, like, the makeup on his face. It makes him look almost like it's almost hard to like look at him and take him seriously. He's like smudged like a clown that you've seen at a carnival in Mordenshire at one point. It's so horribly applied, but
I don't know if I should speak freely.
oh, listen, another drink, and then we will all speak more freely. You can see he sips at the glass that was placed in front of him, and then sort of has a sour look on his face.
No good?
It was probably brewed in a horse's trough earlier today.
Oh, is the beer okay?
You haven't sipped it yet. It's been sitting in front of you.
I'll look at it. I'll take a sip of the beer.
It's surprisingly not bad.
I'll say maybe try the beer. It's surprisingly not bad.
Yes. Oh, Horrocks. Now I remember. Now I remember what I've heard.
No,
today.
that's not me.
He
my brother.
he leans closer to the table.
I think they were calling me Lorax back then, by the way. No, that's Lorax, my brother.
Back in your environmental days.
He's a holy roller. Yeah, that no. Back in.
As you have been to Folconia before.
Yes, I have.
And oh, don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
Which secret is that?
The murder. Oh, he leans in again. The Horrocks that I've known of. An assassin. Could you be the same one? Yes, you would be old. But not as old as you. Surely you would be younger. And dead.
Perhaps I was named after the individual you heard of.
Perhaps.
No, I'm sure you have heard correctly. You're
Oh.
a very perceptive man, Elizabeth.
I've been told.
So then it's no
There's
surprise to you to know that I'm a holy warrior.
Oh, is that what this is? And he points towards your chest. He brings his finger like an inch within an inch of your holy symbol of Tamora. This? Is it what I think it is?
What do you think it is?
Something we do not see here in a long time. Outlawed symbols. Swear it. Something about you. These, if it is what I suspect, these are no longer legal here either. This will probably cost you a hand. Maybe both. The folk here are reliant on the trinkets of the Vistani for protection. And you can see, he points to the wall, Horrocks, and you can see that there's a string. And you've heard like the occasional like tinging of a tiny bell or something. It was drowned out kind of by the conversation in here. But occasionally it would, and it over by the door where he points, you can see that there's a string. And woven into this string is a line of colored glass, a tiny bell, what appear to be feathers and bone. You immediately recognize it as something similar to that you've seen in a Vistani Vardo. They would typically hang them around their doors or windows of their Vardos for protection. Roll a wisdom check.
Wisdom check. Coming right up. Horrocks attempts a feat of wisdom. 11.
You look about the room, Horrocks, and you can see there's also a circle made of wood, also woven with more of these glass beads. There's the bell, you can hear it. And then you notice it was kind of mixed, washed out by the smell of the alcohol, the bedpan in the corner, the smell of vomit in here that was probably lingering from an earlier mistake. You also see wreaths of garlic hang in several spots from the rafters in this room. Oh, you are a priest. Oh, you will be impaled for this, he says quietly.
Ludwig, could you please stop focusing on what you consider to be my inevitable punishments? It's unnerving, as you could imagine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not wish to make you uncomfortable. Perhaps you would like to know something about me.
Yes, why haven't you lost a limb yet?
Oh, well, I do not carry this by the light of day. And I'm not a priest. And, well, I am of some value to Herr Drakov.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
How so?
Oh, well, I supply him with many of his needs from other lands.
Oh.
I am a importer, exporter.
Wait, Herr Drakov, do you mean, Vigo? Drakov?
No, not Vigo. Actually, it's funny you should mention his name. This is the second time I've heard his name today. I speak of Vlad. Herr Drakov. And you know that means Lord Drakov.
You do business with Vlad Drakov?
Well, not directly. I've never actually met the man, but his troops are supplied, at least partially, the ships that travel past Lekar and the river.
Well, that is very interesting and dangerous, as you must be aware.
As long as I keep the troops happy, and he will be happy.
How do you keep the troops happy?
Well, they have needs, like all soldiers, right? There's a war coming. Well, unless it is postponed by recent events. There's been some trouble.
I think Horrocks actually would laugh. Is there any alcohol in this beer?
Yeah, it's actually pretty strong. You kind of like let out like a giggle, or not even a giggle, like a, and you can see he smiles when you do that. Oh, surely you've heard. Did you just arrive today? So maybe you haven't.
I am the war in Falkovnia.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it. The legendary Colonel Van Buzen, the traitor, the assassin. You were working with Chronicles. Oh, you must have been a boy.
Again, Ludwig. These particulars that you speak of so freely, you must realize this is sensitive information. And I need allies, not loose tongues.
Oh, everything said here is amongst friends. We are friends. We have shared a drink. You have nothing to fear from these folk. And you can see he motions around the bar, like kind of swings his hand as if indicating. They know to keep their mouths shut. None of these men will speak to the soldiers.
Still, you must know what I mean.
You can see he looks kind of past you, and Donovan are sort of Donovan sitting on one side, you're sitting on the other. He looks past you at the table, and he and the men seated just to the table next to you, you can see they all look over, pick up their cards, pick up their drinks, and move further away to another barrel. They drag their chairs and crates away.
No, that's not what I want.
Well, what is it as you want? I thought this would make you more comfortable.
No. I want to be amidst these people, but I don't want us to have loose tongues. That's all. I don't want to push the people away.
I understand. This is secret. Forgive me.
I'm going to get up, take my beer, and walk over to the table that they just left, closer to them, and sit down.
Donovan, you can see, just sits there awkwardly. The door opens to the tap room. Another person comes in with no fanfare. The door shuts. This person walks forward.
I have my hood up now, dude.
Yeah. As this person walks forward, you can see Donovan. Well, it was good to meet you. You can see.
No, I'll wave the two of them over. Ludwig, come. Let's be amidst the people.
He has a stern look on his face, much like he did when he first came in. And then as you invite him over, you can see immediately, like almost unnaturally, his demeanor changes back to sort of the jovial. He picks up his hat and his glass. I understand. Forgive me. I'm excited to meet someone besides these folk. I meet so few foreigners these days from other places. The person that came in, you can see, walks forward. It's a younger man. You can see that his hair is cropped short. He is wearing a thick leather jerkin, and underneath of it a stained red long sleeve shirt. He walks up as Ludwig rises and walks towards your table. Donovan gets up and follows you over to that table where these men were seated and sits down.
I will attack him with my sword.
Roll initiative.
This has got to be the one.
Got anything you want to ask him?
Ludwig? Ludwig, you mean?
Mm-hmm. He sits down again now, content. Please,
yeah.
Forgive me. I could barely contain myself at meeting new folk. I see so little, especially here in the borough. There's very... And then you can see this man walks up and touches him on the shoulder just lightly. He turns and looks at him. The man leans in, and you can see it looks like he whispers something. And you can see his one eyebrow kind of goes up. Thank you. Forgive me. You can see he reaches into one of his pockets and places down a silver coin with a Falkovnian hawk head on it. The drinks, they're on me. I am fortunately business calls. I should be away. But you will return here? Maybe tomorrow?
I'd rather you stay with us. I'd feel safer if you did.
I wish I could. There's business I must attend. There's much of my business happens at night, especially in this quarter. I would suggest you find some place to be besides here by morning light. There's the danger of being seen by the gods is a real one. I would hate to see you with less feet the next time we see each other.
Well, it's been a pleasure, Ludwig.
The pleasure has been all of mine.
Yes.
Tobias. Horrocks. He offers his hand to you again.
You'll keep our meeting confidential then?
This secret is safe with me.
I have your word.
Oh, of course. The word of Ludwig carries much worth here in Lekar. It was so nice to meet you. You can see he pops his hat back on his head, and then this younger man sort of has already moved away and is standing back by the door, and he walks out. You can see he puts his hand on this younger man's shoulder as he gets up to them, and the younger man leads him out of the bar.
We gotta get the fuck out of here. That dude's no good. We're probably jeopardizing all these people's lives right now.
I mean, other than the pistol, you really take him too seriously?
Yeah, it takes quite a something to have that type of demeanor. The man thinks he's above these people, and the way he commanded them around, he's obviously got a grip on them just like the government here. And he said he worked for Vlad. I mean, I wish there was a way to, I don't know. At least I told him I wanted him to stay with us. That was his opportunity if he truly was interested in helping. So I don't think he is. No, I think we need to find this Hatherall and get out of here.
A moment later, Horrocks, someone gets up from a table just behind you. There's two people seated there. You can hear the chair move. And an instant later, you see a hand drop an empty mug right next to the silver coin that lies on the table. This was probably a stool, actually, that's being used as a table. Right next to the silver coin that Ludwig had dropped there. And this figure's head, much like yourself, you can see is cloaked, so much so that you can only make out just the slight features. A clean-shaven person at this point. Buy me a drink.
I'll raise my hand towards Hans.
A moment later, you can see it's as if he's been watching you. He nods. The figure sits in the chair that was abandoned by Ludwig only moments ago. You're from Pontamuso. The figure doesn't raise their head.
I have resided there. I wouldn't say I'm from there. I did not come from there just now.
No.
I'll size him up. Is he from here?
It almost looks like from his build, he looks like he could be a teenage boy. Like he's slender, short, only less than 5.5 feet tall. despite his voice sounds much more masculine than his frame would indicate. Although now looking, you can see that his frame, it's obvious at the chest that there is armor, and then almost that instant, breasts. The head rises, Horrocks, and you see a woman's face. Hair carefully concealed beneath her cloak.
As I gently caress the back of her neck.
Not only a woman, but an attractive woman.
Like that, is it?
And also, not, obviously not of...
life on the road.
Yeah. Take her back to the tour bus, are you?
Oh.
She smiles. He puts the tankard down in front of her without even looking at her. She keeps her hood up, but you can now make out her features. A serious look on her face.
You're a little young for you there, boss.
She turns towards Hans as he walks away, and you can see the crest at the top of her ear. She's elven or half elven. Probably half elven. Something about her eyes is human.
I see that.
The serious look on her face doesn't change. She looks back at you as if she wants, at this point, she clearly wants you to see her face.
Hatherall?
Horrocks. Making friends, I see.
Do you have... No, I don't think I was. You have the child?
We
Martha?
have. You can see Donovan leans in, his hand resting on the butt of his gun. She looks at him, kind of side-eyes him a little bit. We have her, and she is safe, as ordered.
I feel we're putting these townspeople at risk just by being here. I'd like to, and as as Ludzig pointed out, we are in much danger, especially dressed as I am, armed as I am.
You can see she's armed as well, Horrocks. A dagger in the picture, she's holding it, but you can see the butt of it inside of her belt. You have nothing to fear unless you come across a guard. I've lived in Lekar for some time now. You should be safe in the laborer's quarter as long as you're wise enough to avoid the patrols. Although they have stepped up of late. It would appear word of what has happened at Zuchthaus has finally arrived here in Lekar. Where's Martha? She turns and looks at Donovan. Not here with the others. Take us to her. No, I am being followed by one of the wounded men.
Wounded men?
They've been stalking us, me and the others. Going on almost 2 weeks now.
Perhaps you should leave with us as well when we depart. Although I could use an ally in the city.
Well, I have nothing to fear now. The one who was following me is dead across the street in an alley.
By your hand?
She nods.
I'm so sorry you had to do that.
She smiles.
Tomorrow, bless you and your efforts to protect the people of Lekar.
She looks confused when you say that to her. I want to be taken to my daughter. You will be. Be reunited with your daughter soon enough.
You see, We've risked much, our very lives, and it's all about reuniting with our family. So, excuse our sense of urgency.
Wow, man. Do you live it sounds like you live in Beirut, bro.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
do live in Beirut.
tonight it's like it's like the end of it's like the zombie apocalypse and I will deliver the child to you unharmed as ordered, but on my terms.
Certainly. I'll look over at Donovan like, come on, man. I was handling that just fine. Back off.
He kind of sits back, as if picking up on your body language. Nothing can occur here in Lekar during the day.
I understand.
You'll meet with me and the others. Rest assured, she looks at Donovan again specifically, the child is unharmed and tended to. However, it's not safe here in the city. These men... She looks at you, Horrocks, and then you can see she reaches into her cape and produces something, holds it up, shielding it kind of with her cloak as if to only allow you and Donovan to get a look at it. Have you seen this? A dagger? Unusual dagger. Its blade, not steel, not iron. Glass, crystal, rock.
Have I seen something like that?
Roll wisdom check. Oh, actually, roll a...
There's runes on it and shit.
Roll a d10. 10.
There you go, there you go. Strong.
No,
Random.
Yeah, I know.
no, Works. You do not recognize this blade. I've never seen that before. Donovan chimes in.
What's the significance?
They
Either all.
They all carry them. I'm sure this was the weapon he intended to kill me with.
What did you refer to these hunters as?
We've
Dead
taken
men?
we've taken to calling them the Wounded Men
Oh, wounded men, yes.
because of the scar they all share.
Where's the scar? The neck?
Chest or abdomen and back. Survivors of impalement, it would seem. Donovan kind of leans back, short of the miracle that Donovan just witnessed from you, Horrocks, once someone's impaled, it's almost certainly an excruciating death, barring some sort of magical or priestly interference. It's certainly a death sentence. She tucks the dagger back inside of her cloak. Return to the safety of the place you're staying. You can see that she pulls out a piece of paper rolled and tied tightly with a string. You'll meet us here. She puts it down on the table. When the moon is highest tomorrow night.
All right, I'll take the parchment.
Not before. The roads are heavily patrolled, especially with what occurred in Zuchthaus. After dark, midnight or later, actually, say after midnight is when the moon is highest. But you take the paper. She gets up, turns, stops, and then turns back and leans in. Beware. There are other dangers lurking within the walls of Lekar aside from Vlad's men.
No, I think I just met one of them.
She motions with one hand at a wreath of garlic that hangs just above your heads. And with that, she gets up and moves away. The figure that was sharing the table, without showing you their face, also gets up with their back to you and follows her cloaked form out the door that you had entered through.
All right, well, get up and go over to Hans and ask him if I can purchase two of these wreaths of garlic hanging.
He just stares at you.
This here hanging. May I protect myself with them?
Donovan lays the silver coin that Ludwig had set down, along with 2 silver coins of his own, on the table in front of Ludwig.
Hans?
He, at that point, reaches down,
Yeah, I like that guy.
picks up the silver coins, tucks them into his vest pocket, and then reaches up, lifts the wreath or the string of garlic that hangs above his head from the nail, and hands it to you.
Thank you. I'll put it around my neck, like under my cloak.
He motions at your chest, Horrocks, and taps his own chest where your holy symbol rests,
Yeah,
and then shakes his head.
I'll tuck it in.
He nods. And then goes back to cleaning. Donovan's like, come on.
I'll ask Don one last thing. Is Ludwig going to put us in trouble? Have we endangered the people here?
It's not your kind. I don't know if you'll like it.
Ludwig is in here all the time. These people, they are no danger from him.
Okay, good. That's good to know. Thank you, Hans. If I may share with you, when we complete our initial task, if I am able, I would like to help the people of Lekar.
You get the first sense of emotion from him, Horrocks. You can see, like, just slightly tilts his head, kind of quizzically, as if...
No.
Why would you help the people of Lekar? What have you to gain?
It is my directive from the goddess to whom I owe my life. And there is another with the same charge and the same directive.
You wish to help the people of Lekar, these people. And he motions, now more animated, like at the people standing around you in this basement.
Yeah. Yes, I do. What?
Return here when your business is done. There is a way you could prove this to these people.
That is what I want to do.
He points again at your chest, Horrocks. But now you can see he's not pointing where your holy symbol once rests. You see he's pointing at that string of garlic.
Yes, I will hunt the monsters. I am an expert monster hunter. You know where these monsters are.
Return once your business is done.
I will. If I am still alive. And if not, thank you for your help.
All right. So with that, you are going to walk out.
Yeah, we got to get out of here. Being very, extra cautious now on the way out. Sticking to the shadows, looking for traps. I think we're safe going out the way we came in.
You exit out the door. You hear the door lock behind you as the bar slides back into place, and you exit out the door. And just across the alleyway there, you can see another more narrow, almost the width of a man, like alley directly in front of the stairs there. And rushing out of the darkness at you, Horrocks, a dog darts out of the alley and then to your left down the street as if startled by your appearance, carrying something in its mouth. Roll wisdom check.
What was that? Was it carrying a hand? My mind is so dark. Wisdom. Yes, 12. That does the job.
Not an entire hand.
Oh, it was a hand? A finger?
Pieces. Probably several fingers from the look of it. Looked like it had it by the thumb. It disappears like an instant later, as if startled by your presence when you came up the stairs.
Interesting. But we didn't hear anyone scream like they were just bitten, like he got this off of a dead body or something.
I guess she was telling the truth, Donovan says behind you.
That there's other dangers?
No, that she killed a man across the street.
Oh, shit, right. All right, well, let's go.
All right. You go off to... meet with Stanislaus. And you find Stanislaus. Sis, where's the girl? Where's Malsa?
We were told to return.
Return where?
To this, I'll hold up the parchment.
Where are you going to head to now? Are you going to head back to the Beglitzi's house?
Oh. I thought she was saying get out of the city, but yeah. Oh, no, yeah, we have to go back to the Beglitzi house. We have to get them out of here. Yes. Go back to the Beglitzi house and get the fuck out of town. They should be ready by the time we get back.
They are, and you also get an opportunity, Horrocks, when you finally arrive at their place. The streets seem even more empty now as you have left. And I will give you a look at what is written on the paper. Crudely drawn. Matt. The only thing other than the city of Lekar that is noted on it is a chapel. It looks like just about 4 miles south of Lekar, which would put it relatively the barn is actually southeast, so probably closer to the city than the barn, but a good distance from where you're at currently. 4 miles. Okay. So you're going to collect the Beglitzy, and head out.
Yeah, I assume including the deceased daughter.
You assume correctly. They're not
I can
going.
carry her.
They're not going to leave her here. So, hang on just 1 second.
Well, I didn't know what the reaction was going to be. It's very, very weird. We're going to be traveling with the dead person.
You are. So, with that. All right, Hrodland. Troubling dreams of a child, glowing blue almost, running forward out of the darkness, cause you to have almost a feverish sleep, and it's only the constant shaking that finally awakens you from this sleep, interspersed with thoughts or images of Father Dominic praying over you. You are laying there, drenched in sweat, as if you're feverish. You can see that to your one side, Dominic lies asleep in the rotted hay that the group of you have had to take some shelter in. It is, in fact, Jennifer that is shaking you. Hrodland, you have to wake up. You have to wake up. You open your eyes, finally, Hrodland. There's a tiny lantern that lights just this little area around where you're at. The doors to this barn, while on the map they are open, they are actually closed at this point in time. It is much later than when you had fallen asleep, desperately needing rest before the sun had even set. You said, I gotta rest. Still horribly weakened from your encounter with the phantoms. Whether it was Father Dominic's prayers or the hours, for all you know, of rest, some of your strength has returned. Your strength is currently a 17, Hrodland. But you nonetheless, you feel drained, weakened. You have to get up. Lori, there's something out there. There's something out there. And it's not Horrocks or Donovan.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
She immediately is handing you your breastplate, Jennifer. Put on your armor. Oh. Retrieve your spear. Quickly. And then immediately she moves over to Father Dominic. Father Dominic, you must wake up. What is it, child? There's something out there. You must wake up. You can see he gets up just as rattled, or actually not quite as rattled as you, but you can see he is slowly rising. It is late or early, depending on your clock. You're not sure how long you've been asleep, Hrodland. You have a feeling it's well past the time that you were supposed to get up. But you quickly slide your armor on.
Okay.
And just make out Lori in the light over on this side over here. And she is crouched next to the door, apparently peering through a broken slat in the side of this barn.
Well, all right. Well, once I'm suited up with my spear, I'll walk over to ask her what she. Wait a minute. Can I move this? No.
Hold on. Sorry, it's a new token. I had to. You can move it now.
All right. Well, I'll creep up with her and ask, what are you saying? What is?
As you get close, you can see she turns around and just like motions as if to be quiet, and then sort of wiggles to one side as if to allow you to like get right next to her where she's at, looking through this broken slat. You look out.
Yeah, what do I
You look
see?
out, and you can see much of the area around this. This was probably set right in the middle of an old grain field. This is a dilapidated barn, no longer used. All of the grain that's stacked here is rotted. It doesn't look like it's been used probably for at least a couple of seasons. Broken barrels, a broken two-wheeled wagon sits right next to where she was at. She says, "Out there, the tree line." And you look through that slat, and you can see the tree line is roughly about 70 feet from where you're at. The dirty, kind of muddied white snow gives you like an advantage here, because even though it's dark, the moonlight and starlight like kind of lights up that area. And you stare for a moment.
Are these
Hrodland.
5 foot
Yep.
squares?
Yep. You stare for a moment and see nothing. Your eyes adjust from being away from the lantern that is dimly lit behind you, back where the beneath the old hayloft where Jennifer is. And but sure enough, a moment later, between two trees, movement.
That's between two ferns, isn't it?
A man moves, and then another just behind him.
Men? 2 men?
They're over here too. You see Jennifer and Father Dominic have taken up a spot kind of right in front of them. Now again, these doors are closed, but you can see that they've taken up a spot right here. They're over here as well. They're surrounding.
How many?
They're surrounding us. At least 2, possibly as many as 4. It's hard to tell.
Is this 4 total, or?
On this side, it sounds like they may be at the rear as well. You hear Jennifer.
Well, she's canting something. Really?
She's clearly casting a spell. Father Dominic also steps back and begins a prayer.
All right. Well, let's get that light. Where's the light? What is?
It's a tiny little lantern. It's right here. It barely. You're like, it's kind of hidden behind these 2 mounds of rotten hay, and there's not any windows on this level. There is in this loft up here. There's a window above this door here, but there's no ladder except for on the inside that goes up to it. It was meant to store more grain. But you guys took a look up there when you first got here, and there was nothing up there. It was bare with that one.
Well, I'm not going to disturb Jennifer, who's casting something, but
Brother,
it's probably best if everyone collect over here with the lamp. Well, we tried to figure out where's the back. So we're seeing people. I see 2 people from here. There's 2 to 4 people on this side.
At least 2 to 4 over here, and then she doesn't know how many are over here, but she's seen them on both sides.
And any of the anywhere else, like up here or anything like that?
No, but she hasn't been up there. She's clearly.
Wait, how did I?
She's on watch, so.
Do we hear anything? Is what I'm saying.
Oh no, it's quiet. Deathly quiet. No birds, wildlife. You don't hear them moving, but they're a good distance away, and the snow is wet and soft now. It doesn't have that crunchy frozenness to it that would, give away their footfalls. It's more sloppy, but.
All right. Well, I'm gonna run here real quick to see if I can maybe gather if one side's further away than the other or not. Or what.
As you get up, you can see Jennifer has got something in her hand. It almost looks like a piece of white or gray chalk, and she has drawn a circle across these doors and then scribbled 3 little symbols on it, and then she puts her hand out on your chest. Don't open these doors.
Got it. Can I see out as they did?
Yes.
At least enough to see.
Yep. You look out, and sure enough, you see about the same distance, 1, 2, and then a third one. coming out into the snow in a crouch, walking towards. It's a man wearing dark clothing. He just kind of comes within the light there, and you catch in the moonlight a glint of steel. It's a sword.
All right, well, I'm going to ask Jennifer very quietly, what did you just do?
The door is trapped. When they open it, we want to be back.
Okay. Are you doing that on the other side as well?
I can't.
Okay.
I can protect this door.
And we need to stand back, you say?
Yes. And she immediately starts to move back herself.
Well, then let's get everybody...
Go ahead.
Let's get everybody in here. Well...
Father Dominic finishes casting his prayer, and he touches you, Hrodland.
I assume he's providing me with some form of protection.
Tomorrow will protect us. Protect you.
Indeed she will. She so chooses. What do we have weapons-wise? Who's got what?
Everybody's got... Well, you got 2 spellcasters, and you got a ranger in Lori with a pistol and a saber. He casts protection from evil on you. So you get +2 to your saves.
Excellent.
And +2 to your armor, -2 to your armor class.
And is this is a pile here?
Yeah, it's just piles of rotten grain that was left here, and it's just rotted into piles.
But it's elevated, so whatever.
Oh yeah, no. That's it's a little bit of a it's like a stack of it. Both of these. That's why the lantern was sort of sitting in the center there. It kind of shielded it.
Why don't we why doesn't Jennifer and Brother Dominic get here so they're protected from whatever happens with these doors, but can still...
No, I'm back far enough. I will protect this door. Mind our rear. You can see...
Who says what? What?
Jennifer says that. She says...
She's going to stand here in the middle?
I will protect these doors. You can see she stands in front of herself, brings her hands as if she's trying to focus, and then stares at the doors. They will not pass through this door, Hrodland. Protect my back.
Don't worry about it. I got your back. But you need to stand here in the middle?
This would be the best place.
Oh, shit.
Trust me.
Right.
She smiles at you. Trust me, Hrodland.
Yeah, I trust you. I'm just trying to... And Lori, with the pistols?
She has a pistol and a saber.
All right. Well, Lori, you're going to use the pistol first.
Gonna have her move back here?
Get
Tell her to move back?
Yeah, get
okay.
there to protect her sister. And I'll be here.
You're gonna wait right by the door there? Alright.
This door's not protected, right?
There's no spell cast on it, no.
And these doors open that way?
Yeah, they open out.
Well, when they open these doors, Lori, you got to fire. Like nobody's business. How many shots does that thing take?
Well,
she get one, and then she's got to reload it manually or something?
Yeah, she's got a pistol like Donna. She's only can fire it once.
So it's just loud. Great.
Yeah, well.
All right, yeah.
You get up there,
fire that immediately, and then protect your sisters. I cover this area. I don't know how else to set up. Actually,
okay.
Being right-handed, let me get over here.
Okay. You get over there. That's where you're going to be. You can see through a slat, Hrodland, here as well.
What?
Yeah. a slat there, Hrodland, and you can see on this side, much like the other side, there are figures appearing from outside the wood around this, and they are clearly creeping towards this barn.
Oh, are these the... These are the soldiers?
As you're thinking that, Hrodland, you can see their dark.
No, I can't. Hold on.
Their dark armor is yes. These are Talons. They don't wear helmets. They're moving forward. And they are quiet. Like, had you not had somebody posted for watch, and they inch their way towards the doorway. You gonna wait?
Yeah. They gotta open the doors that way. Yeah, absolutely.
They do. A hand touches the door on the other side, Hrodland.
These are... Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, okay.
The latch or the bar that once, would be used to secure these doors has long since rotted and fallen off. The hand wraps itself quietly through the crack of the door and begins to pull one open just on the side where you're at. Here.
Mm-hmm.
And an instant later, you hear behind you what sounds like a pop, almost a gunshot, not quite as loud, and then the screaming of a man. Something explodes in the pop behind you, Hrodland.
Which she almost hit me?
No, somebody has attempted to open the other door and has set off Jennifer's trap. With a scream, you hear one man howling in pain, and already you can hear the chanting of Jennifer. With a newfound panic, this hand that was trying to be quiet just rips this door open, Hrodland, and stepping in with you just to his right, steps past, looking into the barn, as if expecting to surprise whoever's at the other end of the barn, and unaware of your presence here. You get surprised, Hrodland. You can attack this.
Wow, wait, before you shoot? I don't want to get in the way of that.
Oh, okay. That door opens. A moment later, the door on the other side opens. And with that, Lori, who's crouched behind her daughter or sister, steps up, raises her pistol, and fires a single shot.
At this guy? Or this guy?
Yep. No, the first guy.
This one.
And she hits. Boom! And you can
All right,
see
well-
all of these men flinch at the loud sound of the gunshot. Ooh, she does good damage too.
All right, well then I'm gonna take this. Skewer this gentleman.
You get 2 free attacks. You get an additional plus because you have surprised him. You get an additional +2. So you currently with your spear, because of your strength, you're +3. So you are back to your original +5 for your first 2 attacks. $20 hits. Roll your second one. Gonna use your battle spear or no?
Nah.
Gonna save that. Roll a second d20. Come on. 10. Their AC is a 2. Your Thaco is a 13. That just misses. You can use a luck point if you want. You would you need 11 to hit them.
Yeah, I'll take the luck.
Use a luck point.
10.
All right. Luck
I'm
point.
here.
Yeah, you got. Oh, I changed it for you. You got 9.
All right.
All right, Hrodland, 2 hits on the first man through. Roll a d8 and add 5.
For each, no?
Yep, for each. So 2d8 and add 10.
Well. Ow! Alright, there's 10.
$20.
20.
Nice hit.
Not enough. No.
Wasn't enough to kill him, Hrodland, but it was certainly enough to blast him backwards. He actually stops dead in his tracks. The other man also stops, choosing instead to take cover behind the door. And you can actually see this man who was kind of coming up this way runs over here to avoid being shot. But this guy is still within melee combat range. And at that point, we're going to have you roll an initiative.
10?
D10. Yep, D10 plus 6. Are you going to step up and fight this guy? The one you wounded?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
If the other, they took cover, I'm
Yeah,
going to
they both ran to the side as if to avoid being shot.
Is she reloading, I hope?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Hell, I'm doing the 5s tonight, aren't I?
Yep. So that's an 11. Okay.
Oh.
He's going to beat you at that. I want to roll. All right. She did not get her spell off immediately, but her explosion was enough to surprise and hinder them. Oh, what the fuck? This kind of wrong level? All right, the explosion at the other end from the icy explosion, an ice trap that was placed on the door, was enough to blast the 2 men back, injuring both of them but not killing either of them. As they stand up from the ground, she is finishing her spell and they are rushing into the room.
So they opened the door?
Yeah, they got that door. Well, it blew open when her ice trap went off. So, all right. Hrodland, this man is attacking you. He will gets 2 attacks on you. Your AC now is a 4. Are you using your shield?
Oh, yeah, I have it, sure.
Yep. All right. So your AC is now 1. So he misses you with his first attack, and with first attack strikes your shield. Second attack goes low and strikes you in the leg for 5 points of damage. And now it's your turn to attack.
Are you that's 58 now?
Yeah, you can. I didn't change it on your token. You can change it on your token.
Did I? No.
No, you didn't, but you can.
No, then what do I have to hit? Enter?
Yeah, just type the number and hit enter.
I got it.
And you get to roll your attacks. Hits. First attack is a hit.
Nice.
You have to step out kind of around, kind of in front of him.
Oh, yeah.
2 hits. You kind of have to step out a little bit to engage him.
I didn't.
No, that's okay. He meets you in the door right there. You strike him twice, Hrodland. Roll 2d8 and add 10. Another
9.
Come on, where's that 8? There it is.
There you go. 13.
13.
22.
22 points of damage. Hrodland.
Well,
He staggers back. You can see he keeps his sword up.
42 points of damage, actually.
The second hit, the spear holding it in one hand, kind of Spartanish, holding your shield up on one side. Rush! Your second hit pierces him between armor plates at his side and really bites deep. And he lets out a as he sort of falls back. You can see the second Talon has kind of run up along here. You hear a boom as another gunshot goes off. This one misses.
Yeah.
And these Talons, these two, begin to rush into the barn.
I like the battle music.
I'd like to hear something, brother.
You
come
hear
on, battle.
you hear a scream as they are attacking Jennifer at this point.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh, whoops! I rolled the wrong die.
What is
there.
it, bud?
Oh, that was wrong. Clicked on the wrong thing there.
140?
140 points of damage.
We're all fucked.
Damn. The red dice is hot.
They come through. You hear Jennifer scream, and as she does, they attack simultaneously, and her spell is let off. And she casts Cone of Cold.
Cone of cold. Does she say cone of cold?
I hope not.
Sorry. Gotta make sure I get this right here. Alright, 1, 2. Alright, this man has moved up. This man has moved up.
Oh, that's a lot of men.
And let's see, it starts. She can get 2.
Oh, maybe she'll get them all in the cone.
She can get 3 of them in the cone. So that is 3 saving throws.
What is Dominic doing? Playing with himself?
Nah, he's doing something now. She let's see, what's the saving throw for this guy? He needs a.
One of them definitely saved.
Yeah, the natural 20 clearly saved. Alright. So damage is 1d4 per level plus 1, so 1d4 plus, so it's 9d4 plus 9.
Wow.
Now I'm gonna have to roll it in spurts here. So the first one, $13, and then the second one, $13 and 9 is
22.
22. Plus 9 is 31 points of damage. 31, 13. And that guy made a saving throw. All right, and she takes 25 points of damage.
Dear Lord. From what?
They attacked her. They rushed in and attacked her just as she was getting her spell off. And that's why she was screaming. They attacked simultaneously. So with that,
I didn't hear. You're talking with swords.
Oh yeah, they're attacking her with swords as well. All right, Hrodland. With that, Father Dominic casts his spell. Which is a hold spell.
Wow.
Oh wait, one more. Oh. Father Dominic finishes his prayer, Hrodland, and you can see that both this man and this man freeze in their tracks. Stop mid-step, swords raised, and you can hear one of them actually like he's trying to squeeze one out. They have been held. The two, however, the one right in front of you who's also trying to get, and the other one behind him are both not held. So, initiative.
Mine's got to be close to.
D10.
No, me.
Yep. Need a 12. You do. Go ahead, Hrodland. This guy's pretty badly injured, the one in front of you. You can take one attack on him and another attack on the other guy if you hit him. That's a miss.
No.
You re-roll? Yeah, man. Re-roll that shit. Yep, re-roll. Get to use your re-roll. There it is. That's a hit. You gonna attack him twice or him once and then the other guy? This guy's pretty bloodied, Hrodland. Like,
Well, can I take that down?
can you what?
Assess his damage and then no. All right. Well, no, I'm gonna have to. No, I'm gonna stab him. I'm gonna have to go for the other
You can roll your damage on him first and then see if it kills him.
guy.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll your damage on him. D8 plus 5. 7.
Fuck.
Dead. He drops, Hrodland. He staggers once and then dies. Falls at your feet. The other man rushes right over him in an attempt to get an attack. So he essentially steps on his comrade in an attempt to attack you. So you get an attack on him as well. He is also... Oh, no, he's not wounded.
No, he just got spooked. Are you fucking kidding?
Oh.
Roll D12.
No. You know what?
You can't use your reroll.
No, like you use a luck point to make it a 2.
20's at 1-1 unless you use your reroll, dude. So.
Well, fuck it then.
That's all right. Roll
I stabbed
D12.
myself, did I?
No, I don't know. Roll a D12. Roll a dex check. Your dexterity is a 14. You can use your luck points to affect that roll. You failed your roll, but you need 2 points.
I need 2 of them, right?
Yep. Use your luck.
Well, I just fall to the ground, or I'm going to damage myself.
You would slip in the muddy snow that's drifted inside of underneath the thing here, and
man.
if you fall, you would be stunned for 1 or 2 rounds, 1 to 2 rounds.
So
No,
sucks.
fuck that. All right, just take them.
Use your luck.
Take them.
All right, take 2 points off your luck. It's the little
Fucking points.
the little box there. Well, you got. Did you
Yeah,
already?
whatever
You
did,
already
that is
took them
luck
off.
point.
You already took them off, so that's good.
What?
It looks like you already took them off.
I just did.
Oh, okay. And he is attacking you. Your AC is a 1. Oh, he rolls a natural 1. He gets to roll a.
Wow,
Thank
look at
the Lord.
this.
He rolls a 9, which is much worse. As he comes through, he slips and slashes his own arm in an attempt to try and save himself. He has to roll a dexterity check. His dexterity is a 12. He fails. So
Whoopsie.
he injures himself for a d8 plus 2. So 4 points of damage. And he is stunned next round, so you get free attacks on him next round. He slips, falls, cuts his arm, and lies, trips over the body of his fallen comrade. You can see that Father Dominic is now charged out of this area, and Lori has turned and is facing these men that are attacking her sister, who has sort of fallen backwards at this point. Roll to hit, dude. You get 2 free attacks on this guy if you want to take them.
What the fuck?
That's a miss. That's a hit. Oh, you know what? I'll give you a plus 2. So you rolled a 3. Because you know what? He's prone. He's stunned. So actually, you hit him. You get to hit him twice. So roll 2d8, add 10. Because he's stunned and prone. He slipped, fell flat on his back, knocked the wind out of himself. He took all his energy just to hold on to his sword. So 6 and 10 is 16 points of damage. Alright, Hrodland. You can hear the combat continues behind you. I'm going to roll d10 for 1. That's the group. And that's that. Alright, so I'm rolling separate d10s. There is a lot of spellcasting that's about to go on the other side of the room. Lori or Jennifer's the first one to get her spell off.
Another ice
She's
cone?
at 14. No, she cast another spell. A guaranteed damage spell. And white chunks of ice fly from her hand, striking one of the 2 men in front of her as she's almost on her knees. And her magic, it's a magic missile spell. Oh, why isn't it? Oh, there it is. And he is dead.
Really?
Yep. He got caught in the cone of cold and failed his saving throw.
Well, you know what? I don't know what damage they took when they tried to open it.
And Lori hits him, the other man, once. He also was hit by the cone of cold. This man, striking him with her saber, she attacks him twice, hits him once, and kills him dead.
What the fuck?
The other men rushing through the door. Father Dominic casts his second hold person spell on them, so they get 2 each of them gets a saving throw. 1 fail, 1 pass. This man is held. Oh, I didn't do it for the other guys. This man is held, and this man is held. There is now 1 man rushing forward to attack Lori. He misses.
Oh. Yeah, good.
And I think that might be a hit. That is That's a miss. That's a miss. He misses. Shoes missed twice. Dodges both of his attacks. All right, Hrodland, initiative. D10. Beat a 12. No.
Yeah,
He
almost.
attacks you first. Hits you once. Misses you once. 5 points of damage, Hrodland. You can keep track on your token if you want. And then you get your 2 attacks. Oh, that was almost a natural 20. That's a hit. That's a hit. 2 hits. 2d8 plus 10. Ooh, there you go. 7. Good roll. Where's that 8 at? Roll an 8.
Ah.
So 9 and 10, 19 points of damage. Still good, dude. He is considering retreating at this point if he fails his morale check, which he does. Hrodland, you can see he takes a step back over his fallen comrades, seeing the massacre that is happening, his 2 frozen companions. He takes a step back and looks like he's going to try and run from you this round. You get a free attack if you want to take it on him as he's running. If you miss him, he'll break away, but you can go after him if you want. So he is not attacking you. He's running.
Well, he can't be. He's got to be near done.
He's banged up. Oh yeah, he's banged up. But he's
How? Yeah. No, I don't want him running off and getting anybody else.
He's running, so you get a free attack on him now, and then if he breaks away from you, if you attack it rather than it's up to you. You could attack him.
I'm not leaving the compound. I want to try and take him out.
There you go. Roll your hits. That's a hit.
Two of them?
Yep.
What the fuck?
Hey,
Roll d12.
man,
Can I
those
get the
ones come in
question
bunches, don't they?
Dude, I've been there, dude.
Oh, 11. I think you cut your own head off.
Roll a
So that's a 12.
dexterity check. There you go.
Wow.
All right, so
Really good cover.
roll your first damage for him. So d8 plus 5. So it's at 10.
And
He stumbles and then gets to his feet and tries to run. You bring your spear back again, and as you do,
that didn't kill him?
no. As you do, Hrodland, you almost slip and nearly fall and nearly hit yourself, but you do not, as you made your dex check. And he is off and running. You can hear there's still combat going on behind you. Hold on, let me resolve this real quick here. Let's see if he's going to run. He is turning to run. These Talons are smart. He turns to run, but he is going to be attacked twice by Jennifer, or by Lori, who hits him once and twice. She hits him twice, and he's also hit with a second magic missile spell. 13. Oh shit, that was wrong. So 13 and 8. She attacks him twice, misses and misses.
Ugh.
So let's see. So it was 13 and 8 plus is. All right. He starts to break away from them. This guy's running from you. Hrodland, you get your footing back. You can throw your spear too, by the way, if you want to try and hit him with your spear. You only get one attack, but you can try. Or if you want to run after him, you can run after him. You gonna run after him, or you gonna throw your spear?
Yeah, you know what?
You can hurl that shit like a Spartan, dude.
Yeah, that's fine. That'll be fine. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, fucking throw that shit. Nail him with that spear. It's meant to be thrown. Use your battle spear.
Well, I might as well, because I'll be using my sword
Yeah.
for the remainder of this.
You get an additional +2 to hit, so. Ah, that's a hit, dude. Nice. Using your battle spear, you scream out to Tamora. So roll your regular damage, a d8 +5, and then roll 2d6. So 8 points, and then roll your 2d6 just to see how much you did, because you killed them. 16 points of damage. Well thrown, Hrodland. Holding your sword, your shield in your left hand, you bring up Tamora's spear and whoop, throw it, and you can see he's running, and whoop, right in his back, Hrodland. It hits him like a tree falling, and plants him dead in the snow. All right.
And then I know I can't attack again,
Nope.
but
He's dead.
I'm going to unsheath my sword and move towards this guy.
All right. So you hear a crack of Lori's pistol, and they all three turn towards you, Hrodland, as you step up to 2 of the 3 men that were held by Father Dominic. You have 3 Talon prisoners here, Hrodland, and 5.
Wait, she caught that guy? Oh.
Yeah, she shot him as he was running away. Moved up to the doorway here with her pistol and blasted him as he was running. He was already wounded. All right. Well, it's 10:30. I hate to end right in the middle of that, but great going there, Hrodland. Well done. Had some awesome rebounds from some shit rolls. So, and had some great rolls, dude. That was pretty awesome. So awesome. Well, thanks for joining me, guys. Can't wait till the next time. Hope you'll
Yeah, man.
join me again in Ravenloft for didn't mean to turn all the way down for the finale of this week's session. But good job all around. Hope you guys had fun. Can't wait till the next session.
Always fun.
Yes, indeed.
Awesome. All right, boys. Good night.
All right. Take care.
Um,